I've done musical comedy, but that was long ago, and since then I've done cosplay, vlogs, a cooking show, speed drawings, well I've done a few, skateboarding and funny skits, I've done that too, so maybe I'll do a review. So I wrote this little song for my new show, Rants. Masked Rider, the equivalent of the Power Rangers if there was only one ranger, who looked like a bug. Unlike the Power Rangers, his outfit actually had layers, which made him stand out more and gave him that space-age armor feel. The show started in 1995, which was around the time when the Mighty Morphin era for Power Rangers would soon come to an end. And you know, looking back on it, when both the Power Rangers and Masked Rider was on the air, I had a really hard time remembering which one I liked more. Power Rangers was great to play with friends, but Masked Rider was great to play when you're all by yourself. All alone. Meaning, I probably played Masked Rider more. For me, the most memorable things about his show was his mode of transportation. Now, keep an open mind to this, okay? He had a talking bike and car, but that probably explains why it's called Masked Rider. You know, there's like riders in the title, he rides his bike. And every time I rode my bike, I would pretend to be Masked Rider, going off to save the world. It's strange though. I don't really remember the show as well as I thought I did. I mean, I never really realized when it was taken off the air. They just kind of stopped showing it. Really, when I thought back to this, all I remember was his outfit and the bike. I almost forgot he had a car. I think he had some kind of sword too that came out of his belly button, or one of them. I don't know what that is down there. But enough of that. Let's take a look at one of my favorite action-packed shows, Masked Rider. Oh, I don't remember the intro being this boring. And those effects, oh my god. Is this even the same show? I can't figure out what was so appealing back then. We didn't even get past the intro and I'm already having a hard time watching this. Well, as they say, don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, well, I'm sure it's gonna get... Oh my god, what is that? What is that thing? Why is it dancing? Why is it dancing? It needs to die right now. Oh, thank god. So this life-size Furby is named Furbus. You know, call me crazy here, but did anyone suspect that Furbus sounds a little too close to a toy that looks like a dwarfed version of an already dwarfed creature? So anyways, Furbus over here is the companion to our hero Dex, who looks like a wannabe Karate Kid and was sent to the planet Earth on a meteor the size of Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball. On Earth, Dex calls upon his powers to become Masked Rider, powers that were given to him by his grandfather to protect the world from the evil Count Dragon and his insectaloids. I just got all that information from the intro song! I didn't even need to Wikipedia anything, I mean... Okay, no, I get it, it's great that they give you the plot of the show and the song for the kids who tune in halfway through the series, but at least do it in an interesting way. We, as an audience, want to find out these things by, say, I don't know, watching the show? And if you're gonna tell a story with music, at least sing it. I mean, just don't narrate it unless you're Morgan Freeman. I don't want to hear it.
Bullweevils are actually members of the beetle family, or Coleoptera, but with mouths modified into a downward curving snout.
Man, it's no wonder this show only lasted a couple of seasons. I mean, compare this to the Power Rangers.
They've got a power and a force that you've never seen before.
Dex is ever vigilant, ready at a moment's notice to call on his powers to become Masked Rider.
You see what I mean? Like the Power Rangers, there are different versions of Masked Rider, or more accurately known as Kamen Rider in Japan. Because, well, I mean, you can't really say that there are different versions of Masked Rider because there's only one version of him. And you could say it's not very common in America. I made a joke. And from what I understand, Japan actually hates us for this because of all the different versions of riders, we chose the series that the fans voted to be the least popular Kamen Rider to introduce to America. It's like if there was a country that didn't know what Pokemon was, and instead of pairing Ash with Pikachu, we have a completely worthless Pokemon that looks retarded. Like Bidoof. Like, you just take a good look at this thing right here. You see this? This is the face of Pokemon. Bidoof! Look, goddammit! You see those lumps on his face? That's not fur, those are tumors! There are tumors on his face! Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's watch the first episode.
You there! Put some backbone into your work or you'll feel my lance!
Understood.
Well, that sounded wrong. So from what I gather that wasn't told to me in the beginning part of the intro, Dex is a prince who has the power of Masked Rider, and only Masked Rider can defeat Count Dragon, who is apparently Dex's uncle? Oh yeah, they look so relatable. Look at their... Are they even the same species? Where are your parents, kid?
My parents were lost to me when I was a child.
Oh, that's kind of awkward. I didn't mean to. I'm just. So Count Dragon plans to harvest humans on Earth and raise an army to attack Dex's home, and so Dex must leave his planet to go and thwart his uncle's plan.
I wish I knew where Furbus was. Promise you'll look after him for me?
We shall, Dex. Do not worry.
Oh yeah, we'll take good care of him. So Dex's grandfather, who looks like a low-budget Gandalf, prepares Dex for his journey. They say goodbye. His grandpa does some hocus-pocus magic, bada bing, new clothes, and then low-budget special effect, off he goes. Where he land, nobody. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. Words cannot express what I just watched. That was really funny. He was comatose, flying into orbit and landing in some random family's backyard without a scratch. He just gets up and he's like, what the heck is this? Where am I? Oh my gosh. But seriously, what is his body made of? Dark matter or something? I mean, in the Japanese version, Kamen Rider is a cyborg, so it makes sense why he can withstand damage, but they don't explain that in our version. He just lands from, he's just without a scratch. I would also like to point out that when Kamen Rider lands on Earth, he is already wearing his outfit, so we can assume that his armor protected him from the fall. Dex just full-on belly flops in the middle of some neighborhood, and like Megan Fox's pants in Transformers, he comes out disgustingly clean. You see, when I write these reviews, I don't gather information and then work on the script. I work on it while I'm watching whatever it is I'm reviewing. And I am sad. I am so sad I did not get my first reaction seeing Dex's lifeless body crash land in someone's backyard on tape. I mean, I thought that they at least sealed him up in like a space pod or something. I really don't remember him flying in like that.
Oh, my petunias! You're standing in my petunias!
Lady, I don't think that's the right reaction for what just happened here. Just watching a couple of episodes is a difficult task for me, with the amount of awkward dialogue, bad acting, and silly fight choreography, not to mention the inconsistent scene changes. It makes me wonder how I even thought the show was good or even better than Power Rangers.
Wait a second. The Insectivore must be using butterflies to turn Dad and Albie into insect warriors.
I mean, look at this! You can tell that this is not Dex! And the supporting roles and comic reliefs? They just look, I mean... What is wrong with your hair? All I'm saying is that there is a fine line between making someone look a certain way to hint to us that they're a stereotypical role versus making them look like a badoofus.
Cool head.
I can't be too hard on Masked Rider. Either way, whether it's a good show or not, it was still memorable for me. I didn't learn a lot, but I mean, it kept me entertained. They even had a 3-part crossover episode with the Power Rangers. I couldn't believe it when I was little. 2 of my favorite shows coming together as one. I fangirled like there was no tomorrow. I would also like to mention, and this has nothing to do with Masked Rider by the way, but after I finished editing my Power Rangers review, I stumbled across this.
You want Rangers? You gotta go through turtles. Oh my god!
Freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting alongside the Power Rangers. You know, I actually sat down to watch this episode and it was really bad. Like, oh my god, why did you ruin my childhood bad? You could tell that they just threw those turtles in the show just for the hell of it. They didn't even bother to make an interesting reason of why they are there. The Masked Rider crossover was surprisingly good and made sense why they met. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles appeared out of nowhere to help the Power Rangers, and the Power Rangers were dumb enough to believe that there was nothing odd about a bunch of mutated turtles saving them at the last second in a fight.
There must be a logical reason for all this. Shut up!
I mean, it's not like they were brain controlled to sabotage the Power Rangers ship. That would be stupid, but oh wait, that's the real reason why they're there! I guess no matter how you look at it, once you're an adult, you lose that sense of wonder. Watching things that amazed you back then doesn't have the same effect as it did all those years ago. Even if I don't find the show amazing now, that's okay. It did its job as a kid and it gave me a hero that I could look up to. And I really wanted to like Masked Rider, believe me, I did. When I sat down to write this, I genuinely wanted to do a good review about a good show. But after watching the first episode, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. Well, if this is the worst of the Kamen Rider franchise, it couldn't hurt to take a look at the original, right? Let's take a look at Kamen Rider Black RX, which is the original title of our Masked Rider. Due to copyright issues, I am not allowed to play the audio track from this video. I did, however, get it from YouTube, so if you want to watch the original thing, I'll leave a link down below. But in replacement of the audio track, you will hear my voice as I sing the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song to cover up for the lack of audio. Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 ba da bum ba da rum bum 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 ba bum 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 ba dum ba da bum 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 ba bum ba dum ba da dun 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 dun. And this is the worst of the series? That was amazing! Holy shit! Hey guys, Grant here. Well, that's my Masked Rider review. I hope you enjoyed it. So, do you remember watching this as a kid? Or if you weren't born yet, what do you think? Did you find the show weird? I mean, I found it weird watching it so many years later. And how about that Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers crossover? Do you think Michael Bay could have made it any better? Probably not. So what do you think I should review next? I mean, I've done Power Rangers and now Masked Rider. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, I'll leave the link somewhere over here. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll know when the next Rants is out. And if you want to be kept in the loop, follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter and Facebook. I usually update my life on those, so yeah, you know, just follow me. Like now. If you follow me, I may follow you back, or may not. I mean, but that's life. You know, okay, fine, I probably will.